Someone had gotten in trouble. Real trouble. The young women clustered around the dining room table in their assorted sweats and pajamas. A new, never-opened copy of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone lay unwrapped on the crooked wooden table. No one got presents here. Kitty must have bribed the warden again, that little sneak, one of the girls murmured, followed by mumbles of agreement. An arpeggio of footsteps came down the stairs, each one louder than the next. The agglomeration of girls broke apart as a figure shadow crept up the dining room wall. Her clay-red hair appeared first, pulled back in a tight ponytail. The warden, a.k.a. Charlene Howard, founder and keeper of the house. Warped wooden floorboards squealed under her intimidating figure as she stepped nonchalantly towards the group.
I guess you're all wondering why there's a brand new book sitting on the table. One that's not ripped, has the covers torn off, or any other thing you girls have done for the last 17 years. I'm here to tell you why. It's a reward. You have to earn it. That means no dog earing, no underlining, no ripping out pages, no nothing. If you want to write down or remember a quote, a padded post-it will be with the book at all times to do so.
I shakily raised my hand, but as she looked my way, I pretended I had to push up my glasses, thin crystal-clear lenses encased in brown tortoiseshell, held in a thin metal frame that rested gently on the bridge of my nose. They were my most prized possession besides my blue-cased 910 Hamilton classroom record player. My glasses were an obsession of mine, as they were the only thing my mother ever did right for me. That's actually how I got in this place, this Charlene's Home for Wayward Girls at 787 West Main Street, Warren, South Carolina, 29360. I memorized the address to get books sent to me by my dad. My story isn't of woe or pity, it's of revenge. See, my father was fine. All he ever did to me was love and care for me, never doing anything to upset me or hurt me. I miss that. Anyways, back to revenge. While my father was kind, gentle, and in my old house, my mother was Satan in human form, if you could call her human. She would never hit me with her fists, but her words stung just as badly. She would call me the most awful names she could think of. Her verbal abuse was a slap in the face. We hadn't gotten along since the day I turned 3 and stopped being a cuddly baby she could coo over and show off to her friends, a trophy wife at its finest. My mother took my dad for all he was worth, literally. She had movers come in during a weekend trip that was supposed to help us bond, when all it really did was tear us further apart. We got home that Sunday night to an empty house, and when my father confronted her about it, she was too busy leaving to reply. What I did next is my story, the only thing people care about, the only way the state sees me now. A mover was in my room, boxing up anything of value, which included my costly record player. I screamed in a fit of rage and attacked the man, clawing him with my unkempt nails, beating him with a packaging tape gun until he finally let go of the device. The man spent 3 weeks in the hospital. The state evaluated my case unusually fast, and I ended up in Charlene's. I was 15 years old, and that was 3 years ago.
Hey, Jessie.
What do you want?
What do you mean, Jessie?
Don't call me Jessie. My name's Jessica. What do you want, Kitty?
You? You assaulted a moving man. You're crazy, insane, lunatic!
You know, Kitty, you actually have to understand those words if you want to use them, you ignoramus.
Go.
Stop it, Jessica. It's not funny anymore.
I gritted my teeth, pulling tighter around her neck. My thin arms burned with the strain, but I kept pulling. Nobody disrespected me in this house, not ever. I was the teenage form of the warden, godlike, omniscient.
I did it, Dottie. For free.